Brandon here, Berserker Off-Road, and I raided my garage for all my cool camping stuff that I think will make a great gift idea this holiday season. I have this snow shovel from Backcountry Access. This is a company that specializes in rescuing skiers that are stuck in avalanches. So this is a shovel meant to dig through snow fast. Now what's great about this is it's lightweight, it's portable, and it's customizable. So you can take this off to stow it in a pack if you need to. It has a handle on it that extends, so you get the extra digging power on it. You can also change it to hoe mode. So you take this off, put it there like that, and you can dig in the snow also. So this is really handy for when your rig is stuck in the snow to dig yourself out, or if you're digging around that snow in the campsite to set up your tent. Just overall a great lightweight unit from Backcountry Access. The Solo Stove Campfire. This is an outstanding unit. It's great for a little campfire that'll last for hours. You can also cook on it with this heat disc that goes on top of it. And if this is too large for their setup, you can also get a campfire or a Solo Stove Titan, little smaller unit. You can't go wrong with either of these. These are great units. They just have different purposes. This one will fill with ash in a couple hours, but it's still hot enough to cook a steak on a skillet. So both are great. This one, with its portable size, you can also get a little kettle that it nests into. And then you have a little pot. And it's just a little kitchen on the go. Both are great. And if you need a stocking stuffer that's related to fire, get them an oversized flint and steel unit. It makes it great for starting a fire, but if you do that, also get them a roll of jute twine. This stuff, it lights up really fast once you make a little bird's nest with it. Just great options for fire around the campsite. Another fun thing is this little handheld chainsaw. This is great for cutting up little limbs to stoke fires with, not only for the Solo Stove, but just little limbs around the campsite. Now, you've got to be careful with this though, because with its small size, it's easy to take this safety for granted. This is still a very dangerous unit, but it's actually really cool and handy just for cutting off those little limbs and digits. Let's talk clothing gift ideas. Now, I love natural fibers. Like this shirt, for example, is merino wool from Icebreakers. I've had this shirt for at least 10 or 15 years probably. And what I like about these shirts is I can wear them for a week at a time and they don't smell funky. So that means I can pack less clothes on my trips, which again, keeps my load down. So again, this is a merino wool shirt from Icebreakers, just a great base layer to have, a great t-shirt. Now, my new favorite natural fiber is alpaca. And there's this company called Appalachian Gear Company, or is it Appalachian, I don't know, pick one. So it's this company and they make alpaca garments. This is made in the USA, and this is an alpaca sun shirt. I started wearing these instead of my travel shirts whenever I am hiking or out in the sun. This one, it has a hood on it. It's this thin alpaca material. Again, this one, I wore this all summer, on camping trips, hiking, backpacking, and I did not have to wash it. It did not smell. I smelled, but this thing it stayed relatively clean. So the fibers are naturally antimicrobial, and this stuff, it's amazing. It breathes, but it keeps you warm when it's cool, but then it also keeps you cool when it's hot outside. So it's just a great garment to get. Something to consider, when you're out in the sun, is when you wear long sleeves, you get to take your shade with you, so it keeps you cool. So this is the sun hoodie from Appalachian Gear Company. Now, for a little colder weather, they also make a fleece. This is just a much thicker weave of the alpaca fibers, so you can kind of see, it's a little grittier, but neither of these are itchy against the skin. These are just my new favorite things to wear. So again, when it's hot in the sun or when it gets cooler, I'll wear this one or kind of layer them together. Another piece of alpaca clothing I like is this alpaca poncho. Here, let me throw this on here real quick. So this is an alpaca poncho. Again, it's just a thick alpaca material. It's not itchy. I love wearing this around camp. I'm sitting around next to the fire. If it's cold outside, I just throw this on. And so it's just a great layer to have. It still keeps me warm, even if it gets wet, like if it's, rains or whatever, still keeps me warm. Just a quick layer to throw over. And bonus, because it's square, I can use it as a blanket when I'm camping. So just a fun thing to have. Also, Comes with a hood, so it's just a great little fun garment to have around camp. This is an alpaca poncho, and this is from Equilama. This is made by hand. Last of the alpaca is an alpaca blanket. This is also from Equilama. Again, it's made by hand down in South America, and it's just a great blanket to have. It keeps you warm, and of course, because it's a blanket, but the weave, the fabric, it's just super soft. I actually got a blanket each for my kids and my wife because they all just love how soft it is. And it's a weird type of warmth in that it keeps you warm, but it also breathes. You know, a lot of those like polyester blankets, it feels kind of like you're wearing a trash bag because you just can't breathe when you're wearing those. But this thing, it is phenomenal. It's just, it keeps you warm, but also breathes at the same time. So this is from Equilama. First aid kits are other options. This is an IFAK kit from My Medic. This mounts to the back of my Jeep seat and it's Velcro, so if there's an emergency, I can grab it on the go. Inside it has a tourniquet, just stuff I need to stop emergency bleeds right away. So CPR mask, just a great emergency kit. And then a larger kit, more for a base camp setup, is this Adventure Medical Kit. This is a great kit for groups of like 10 people or a couple days in the woods. It's just this kit just has a lot of great bandages. It's has a little boo-boo kit. It also has trauma kit in it. Just a lot of different things all around. It's just a good base kit to have. Both of these are a good option to have in the back of the vehicle. If that adventurer in your life needs to secure a lot of things like in the bed of a truck or on a roof rack, consider getting them a set of these roller cam straps. So these are a lot better than using standard motorcycle straps in a vehicle. So these units, they have this metal roller, and what you do is this strap, it slides over that and slides down, and then it just bites, and it's super strong. Makes it really easy to then pull because of that roller and cinch down that load, so it's not going to go anywhere. Also from Roller Cam, you can use these little rope cams. Similar purpose or similar idea to the roller cam straps, except this comes with some rope that you put through. So if you tie down things like around camp, like tying down a tent, or if you need to put a guy line up for something, these are great. These little hooks that you latch onto things. Just a great little thing to throw in their kit, because you never know when something like this is going to come in handy. So this is from Roller Cam. This is their little rope cams, and then these are their roller cam straps. Again, just great things to throw into the truck. Now for that coffee drinker in your family, there's some very fun things as well. The first is from AeroPress. This is actually a French press they can use in camp. So in here, you put your coffee grounds in the top of this. You put your coffee grounds or your ground coffee in the top, and then add your water, and then you can press this plunger down and give yourself some French pressed coffee in camp. So a great little portable unit to have around camp. Next, if you like that pour over coffee, this is from MSR. It's just a little, this little pour over filter. You put this in your coffee cup of choice, and then your grounds in there, pour the hot water in, and it's just a great little filter, and it's this fine high quality mesh, easy to clean, just a great portable unit. For storing your ground coffee, this is from Air Escape. This is a great little container. So it's inside, you have this little plunger, and you put your ground coffee in there. Then this plunger, you press down to seal it, and then a lid. And this will keep your ground coffee fresh for a lot longer than in a little bag rattling around in the back of your rig. This is a camp shower from Nemo. This has a 3-gallon tank that you fill with water, has a little funnel here, you pour water in, and you set in the sun. The black material absorbs that heat. It fills up, so you have a hot water shower. Comes with a little shower nozzle that you can then use to spray yourself, and you use this to pressurize it like a foot pump. And so you're in the shower, you step on this, it pressurizes, and then you can use this to shower with, or use it to clean off your equipment, your boots or whatever. Just a great portable unit. It's lightweight. This is from Nemo. It's the Helio pressurized shower system. Awesome little camping shower. Let's talk maps and media. Maps are great for any adventure traveler. Now in my rig, I carry 3 levels of maps anywhere I go. The first is a road atlas. This is from National Geographic, It's an atlas that shows every single state with close-ups of major cities, but also shows major points of outdoor recreation like national parks, campsites. It shows where to fish, things like that. So it's a great starter map for when you're traveling long distances. And then if I know I'm traveling through certain states, I'll get this Delamore Atlas and Gazette, I think that's how you say it. So it's more specific to each state. This has a lot more detail. It shows the forest roads, again, shows campsites, just a lot more detail. So when I'm getting closer to where I need to be, or if I need to start finding alternate routes, this is a great unit to have, or great map to have. And then finally, I'll have these really specific maps from National Geographic that show all the roads, all the trails, and I'll have these as well. So I have the national, state, and then local levels of maps for everywhere I go on my adventure trips. Now, what good is a map without a compass? And I always carry this Suunto compass. Suunto, they're from Finland, not China. This is a high quality compass. You can get these so they work either in the northern, southern hemisphere, or the entire world, depending on the magnetic declination. So it's a great high quality unit, just was one of those keepsakes. And also, if you do get a map, don't forget the little map stickers that can point out where their campsites and all those points of interest are on their maps when they're planning their trip. Just another great little thing to throw in there. Next are these bags from Blue Ridge Overland Gear. These are my new favorite organizational bags. These bags are this heavy duty canvas material. They're kind of squared off, so you can see they have more of a squared approach to them. So it makes them really easy to stack together. You can get these Velcro labels to go on them. This bag, for example, I use for my recovery gear. So inside, I've got my toe strap. I have my soft shackles. I even have this, which is also a great get out here gift idea. If they have synthetic winch rope, this is something you might consider for them. It's from Factor 55. It's a pulley used for synthetic rope, and it has these little teeth in there that hold the synthetic rope in place when it rotates and slides. And so you lock this off, put the rope through there, and it's a pulley that you can use in recovery. So that's just a neat little thing that I have in my recovery kit. But these bags, so anyway, from Blue Ridge Overland Gear, this one I have for all my recovery gear. This bag I have for my air setup. This is a great unit. This is from Speedflate. This is a tire inflation system. So this guy, what you do is you hook this up to each one of your valve stems simultaneously, and then with one air line that you run to your compressor, you can then air up your tires at the same time, or hook it up to all 4 tires, and then they can air down your tires at the same time to the same pressure. Saves a lot of time at the trailhead when you're trying to air down or air up. And then lastly, from Blue Ridge Overland Gear, I have a tool roll. This is a great bag. Again, it's heavy duty because it has to be, because this has all of my tools in it. I unzip it and then I open it up, and look at that, all of my tools ready to go. So like here, I have assorted hand tools like my cutters and pliers. This one, it has all of my sockets in it. A little hand saw, there's various sockets and sizes. Those are my smaller sockets, and I have a bag for my larger sockets in there. Just a great way to organize tools so I can lay it out, know where all my stuff is, and then when I'm ready to go, I just zip it up. So now I have my recovery gear, my tools, and my air supplies, all this stuff in just a small package, thanks to these Blue Ridge Overland Gear. Just a great way to organize this type of stuff in your off-road rig. A gift idea for the ladies is a Shiwi, or in this case, Tinkerbell. This allows ladies to go to the bathroom in a more comfortable position outdoors, so they don't have to crouch down. This allows them to stand, keep them up away from the dangers and the creepy crawlies that are going around on the ground. Other things you can consider are like a magazine subscription. For example, Overland Journal. This is a great publication. They send out seasonal articles and then some seasonal gear reviews also. Just this would be a great magazine subscription for them. Show them some gear and trip ideas. An excellent book idea is Travel the Planet Overland by Graham Bell. It's a field manual for overland travel. It's just this outstanding guide showing Graham's experiences that he's learned from over the years traveling overland all over the world. It's just a great go-to guide. It's humorous, and it's just a great book that any overlander should have. You can also get them an adventure journal. Now, this journal I have written in every single night I have camped since I was in Scouts as a kid. Every camp out, every time I've been outside at night like that, I have written in this. I sit down or lay down in my tent and I just write how my day was, what I was doing, where I was at, any struggles I had, what was on my mind. And it's been a great collection of my adventures, and it's actually kind of almost full. I've been on so many trips, and this is a great keepsake. Another idea is a Leatherman. So anywhere I go that I legally can, I carry this Leatherman Sidekick, and it just fits in this leather pouch on my hip, and it's a great all-around Leatherman to have. Other ideas for organization are these other bags from Blue Ridge Overland Gear. They are these zip pouches that have this reinforced nylon vinyl pouch. You can see what's inside, heavy duty bag, but what's cool about them is the back of them has Velcro. So I use these to organize my camp kitchen. I got this Velcro patch or pad that comes from Blue Ridge Overland Gear, and I riveted it to the top of my camp kitchen, and then these bags, you know, I can pull them off, and inside, for example, here I have like all my cutlery, and then this bag, this one has all of our knives and spatulas, stuff like that in it. And it's just a great way to keep my camp kitchen organized and on the go. Other bags you can get are like these from Overland Gear Guy. These are other zipper pouches. They're a little wider, just a heavy duty canvas material. Again, a good size just for putting odds and ends in these things. Just some great gear bags to have. These have some bright color on the inside, so when it's kind of dark out, it gives you a little bit of a silhouette of what you're looking at inside the bag. So again, these are from Overland Gear Guy. Both Overland Gear Guy and Blue Ridge Overland Gear, they have websites that show just a huge selection of pouches and things to organize gear. So definitely check those out for other gift ideas for that adventurous person in your life. So those are all things from my kit that I think would make a great holiday gift idea for that adventurer in your life. And there are things from all kinds of price ranges, but really everything just really has a really cool and often unique place in the kit, and just some great gear to have. And just remember, when it's more expensive to buy cheap, you end up having to buy it twice. And so all this stuff, while it could be a little more on the pricier side, that's because it's high quality gear, stuff that will last and has lasted a long time. And so keep that in mind with your holiday gift buying. Buy something that person will cherish and use for a long time, and potentially even think of you when they use that gear. So I'm Brandon with Berserker Off-Road, and I gotta go put all this stuff back in my garage.